Hello and welcome to another video of mine. This is a totally new video for me. I decided for the project Level Up palettes that I worked on throughout the first and the second round, and I think also the third round. I think we have 3 rounds now, right? I decided that I wanted to pull out all of the palettes that I still do on and tell you which shade was or is currently my most favorite one out of the palette and my least favorite one. Yes, because I am referencing the Project Level Up project. I want to link Sophie Alexandra, the creator of the project, up in the eye and also down in the description box. Yeah. I think let's just start with it. Before I am talking about the Too Faced Gingerbread palette, I want to mention that my very first palette that I did roll into the Project Level Up project pan in the first go around was from Colourpop Cosmetics, and it was the So Very Lovely palette. I decided that I'm not gonna put it in here because I kind of do have it still, but I kind of don't. I mixed the So Very Lovely palette with the Wild Nothing palette together. I kept the most favorite shades out of both of the palettes and put it into one palette. I did not know pan left behind that palette, so I didn't want to include it in here. The first palette that I kept as it is the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice palette. This was also the second palette that I wrote in for level 2 for the first round. This is how mine looks like. And this palette I even talked about, I made like 5 months ago or so. I made a video with my oldest or most used 10 palettes and told you my favorite shade out of it, and this was in there as well. And my favorite was Hot Toddy, and it still is. And I thought I'm gonna swatch all of these shades out today, and maybe we can compare my favorites and my least favorites out of all of these. So yeah, in here my most favorite is Hot Toddy. It's just special, it's a duochrome, and yeah, I really do enjoy this one. So first up it's this one. Oh, you are seeing it's so pink and I am seeing a bright orange. I don't know if you can see any other, probably not. Either way, it's going from an orange to a magenta, pinky kind of tone you can see on the camera. And for my least favorite shade, I think I have to go with Gumdrop. I mean, I also don't enjoy this one, for example, but yeah, I have to go with this one. I have to say though, I purchased this palette secondhand, and when I disinfected it, I think I messed with the formula, so possibly the shade is a better one in original formula without me trying to disinfect it. Yeah, but this was a fail after that, and I was never able to use it properly. So yes, it just is hard penned, and yeah, I'm gonna try and swatch it though. Let's see how it swatches. Oh, there is color there. So that's my least favorite out of here. Next up was the NARS Ignited palette, and I did declutter that one. And after that there were all of my Colourpop Super Shock shadows. And one of my favorites, I cannot name the favorite of my Colourpop Super Shock shades because I love these so much. I do enjoy Moonwalk a lot. I do enjoy Telepathy. I do enjoy, what other colors? I Heart This. A lot of other shades. This one, I just went with this one. I cannot even tell you why. Like a Shot. It's a more subtle one, but I absolutely love it. Yeah, I'm just gonna swatch it out. I have also currently one from the Disney collection, which is a gold one. I need to look it up what shade name that is, but I'm really enjoying that one as well currently. Oh, and Rooftop Cocktails is also a nice one in my opinion. I do not enjoy the glitter formula of those too much, but all of the metallics I really do enjoy. And metallics, I just say metallics because those metallics without too much glitter in it. Because I think throughout the years their differentiation between glitters and metallics wasn't really always on point. But yeah, this one, absolutely love that one. As for my least favorite one, I have to say I would have put Ritz in here. That's the one that I did declutter already because it was just too glittery, too dry and just glittery. I did not enjoy that one. Out of the ones that I still have though, I think I'm gonna go with this one. This is from the Hocus Pocus collection and it's Forever Bewitching. And I still do enjoy this one though. It's not a bad shade. This is how this one looks like. And also for the ones that I do not enjoy too much, I also kind of do not enjoy coconut. I love the color, but it just stains so much. I never reach for it. But yeah, for this video, I'm gonna go with this one. So that's that one swatched out. And yeah, I think it's just nothing special. Maybe I'm gonna declutter this one as well. I think I have way more purple ones that are way better in my collection. Not in my Super Shock shadows, but throughout my single collection though. Next up we have the Dancing in the Sky palette from Gloss Gods Cosmetics. Okay, I have to think about this one. Well, I have to say the shades I enjoyed the most are these shades right here. So quite a few. I think I am going to go with, I kind of want to go with these or these two. I think I'm gonna go with this one. This is Polar Light. So I'm just gonna go with this one. I absolutely love all of these so much. So yeah, but for now, for today, I'm gonna go with Polar Light. This one swatched out. I hope you can see it. And for my least favorite shades, I have to go for one of three. This one, or this one. And this one just because the formula, it's more flaky. And otherwise I do enjoy it. So probably one of these two. I just don't enjoy the colors. I remember one of these staining so much. And I think I have to go with this one because this is just the color I would never reach for. Or I normally never reach for. And this is Below Zero. So this is my least favorite shadow out of here. Even though all of these are amazing, I have to admit that. Like formula wise, and yeah, I just love the whole palette. So, oh yeah, it's just the color I normally don't wear. But again, quality wise, it's very nice. I also had my Tarte Cosmetics single shadows in here. I had these in there and my chrome paint pots. And for my favorite and least favorite, I put both of these. I have my favorite one is this one, Poker Face. Even though I did enjoy another one a lot throughout my project level up, but I still have to go with this one. I just dropped it and it shattered and I just pressed it down again. So hopefully it will stay in here. Yes, this is my favorite. It's a purple leaning taupe shade, which is my favorite shade overall in any kind of eyeshadow. So this one, oh yes, I love this shade so much. And for my least favorite one, I have to go with Revel, which is a cranberry red, and you can also see I didn't use it too much. It's not a bad shade at all, otherwise I would have decluttered it, But yeah, it's my least favorite out of my Tarte single shadows. Or definitely at least my least reached for one. So that's that. After that, I had the Zoeva Precious palette in here, and I did declutter that one. I can definitely say that my least favorites out of the palette were the shimmer shadows, and my favorites were the mattes, so I definitely would have chosen a matte for a favorite shadow. And after that, I was working on the BH Cosmetics Lost in Los Angeles palette. And this one was also in the video. This is the second palette that was in the video where I showed you my most favorite shadows out of. And I went with the heels, and I'm still gonna go with the heels this time around, even though I love many shades in here. I have to say that this is an awesome palette, and the quality is amazing in here as well. So it's a very light and cool toned one. And for my least favorite, I have to think about it again. I never reach for these blues. I really don't enjoy the undertone of this one, and this one also was a shade I just didn't really want to reach for. So I think I have to go with one of these three, even though even with these three the quality is amazing. I think I even enjoyed this one more than I expected to, so let's not put this one. Do I want to put the matte? Do I want to put this one? I think I'm gonna go with this one. It's just an undertone I don't really enjoy a lot, so I'm gonna go with this matte 90-110. Look at all those pink and red tones right here. Yes, that's that one. After that, again, one palette, the Seattle London I Am a Woman, What's Your Superpower one. I did not enjoy the shimmers in that, so I depotted the palette. I threw away all of the shimmers, I kept all of the mattes, and it's in one of my single shadows. They are almost all broken because it didn't do a great job, so I don't want to fuss around with those yet in this video. But yeah, it would have definitely be a matte out of that palette that would have been my favorite, and a shimmer one that would have been my least favorite. After that, I have the Tarte Jewel palette, which I do have. This is that one. And in here I also have to say I enjoy the mattes way more than the shimmers. So for my most favorite, I think I have to go with this stacked one. It's just an easy shade to use, and it's a brown with also a purple hue to it, I guess. Yeah, I really enjoy this one. It's so easy to use for me. I think I'm going to swatch it up here. So that's that one. And then for my least favorite, I cannot remember, but I think it was this one. It was either this one or this one, but I think I can make this word in the outer part of my lid, and this one is just not my cup of tea. It's too glittery for me, too flaky for me, so that's the one I'm going with in this palette for my least favorite one. Let's also swatch this on top here again. Can you even see it? I think I'm not in focus. Now I think I am. And then we are already at the third round of the Project Level Up project pen, because this was level 1 for the third round for me. This is the Juvia's Place Culture 2 palette, and this is gonna be a hard one. I love so many shades out of here. This is how the palette looks like. I immediately know which one I want to put as my worst shadow or my least favorite one. I just have so many that I enjoy for this palette. What do I put for my most favorite one? That's gonna be a hard one. I think even though the quality in here is amazing, mattes or shimmers, I have to go with a shimmer one because they are just so creamy and buttery and lovely. I think yeah, I'm just gonna do it. I am gonna go with Rivers because I don't know. I don't even. I mean, the one shade that I did use 10 times was Yoruba, or however you pronounce that one. But I reached for that one because I went with a lot of cool toned looks. And I think I was disappointed from Shuku, from this shade. But disappointed. It's still a great one. I have to admit that. No, I'm gonna go with this one, Rivers, which is this shade right here. It's just stunning. It's so great. I love the quality in this palette so much. And then for my least favorite one, I have to go with the one right next to it, Delta, because I just don't enjoy blues a lot. And yeah, I would just never reach for it. And I had a hard time reaching for this at least once. Like just one time, and I had a hard time using this one. So Delta is my least favorite one. See, yeah, quality wise it's still amazing, I have to admit that. After that I have the Gloss Gods Cosmetics Vintage Glam Remixed palette, and in here for my most favorite shade, it's a hard one as well, because with Gloss Gods Cosmetics I don't enjoy their matte formula a lot, but also in here 2 of the shimmers has dried out completely. They are like, can you hear that? Dried out completely. I cannot revive them. I think I still have to go with a matte one in here though. Like, the mattes in the Gloss Gods formula are not the most blendable and they're not the nicest ones, but I, out of this palette, enjoy these 2 shades the most. And I think I'm gonna go with this shade because this is a lovely shade for using it underneath my lower lash line. It's a very dark purple one, so I think it's a shade that's hard to formulate for other brands as well. And this is okay. I did not use it on the lip though. I just used it underneath my lower lash line, but I really do enjoy it there. So yeah, I'm gonna go with this one for my favorite shade. Oh, I think the glitter you can see in here is from my previous swatches. Either way, yeah, this is my favorite one out of that palette. And my least favorite one, I would go with one of these because they are dried out, but I cannot swatch these. So I think I'm gonna go with, I don't know, this one. I'm gonna go with Forget Me Not. Oh, obviously this swatch is amazing. Either way, on the eyes, this is just not very blendable. And then we're already at my current level. I am currently working on this Aether Beauty Amethyst Crystal palette. And in here I can already talk about which shade I enjoy the most and which shade I enjoy the least. I can already say this one I enjoyed the least. It stains, it's nothing special, it's not as smooth as the other shimmers, and yeah, I don't enjoy this one. And then for my most favorites, it's the harder one. I always, in these palettes, I always enjoy the outer ones way more than the inner ones. I don't know how to say it, but the 4 shades that's in the middle are always the worst quality in my opinion, even though this one I really enjoyed within this palette, I have to admit that. I think I want to go with one of these 4, even though this one is also super nice for underneath my lower lash line. Still, I think I'm gonna go with this one. It's again brown with a purple undertone. I don't know, I just enjoyed this one a lot, so I'm gonna go with this one for my most favorite one. So it's this one. It's even a little more purple leaning than the one from, what was it? The Tarte Jewel palette. And also with this one, I have to say the swatch doesn't do it justice in my opinion. And yeah, for my least favorite one, obviously I'm gonna go with this bright purple one, or pinky magenta one, which kind of seems like a theme, right? I don't know why I have so many. I love purples. I do enjoy and like wearing purples and pinks a lot. So I don't know why I have so many of these shades right here in my least favorite ones. And last but not least, my Sleek Makeup All Night Long palette. I don't even know if this palette is worked into my Project Level Up update that I uploaded when I'm uploading this video, but this is the one that I'm running in after the Ava Beauty one, or next to the Ava Beauty one. And yeah, I can already talk about this because I did use this one a lot already. And yeah, I wanna say in here my favorite shade is one of these 3 shades. This one is also very interesting. I think I'm gonna go with this one though, this time around. I don't know how this one is called, but it's a bronze kind of shade. And that's the last one for my favorites. Here you can see all of these, but I'm gonna talk about that in a second. So yeah, that one. And for my least favorite one, I think I want to go with this one or this one. And for this, I'm going to decide this one because this is quite hard pressed and not the best quality. In my opinion, it's a matte brown. And again, this swatches perfectly fine. Oh, well, maybe not when I'm swatching it out, but on my finger it looked so fine. And let's do that again. Yeah. So that one. So let's compare. These are all the shadows that I enjoy the most, and these are all the shadows that I enjoy the least. I think we have a theme going on. Very neutral shades, very pink and purple leaning shades. I don't know why though, because again, I do enjoy my purples and stuff, but that's actually very interesting to see for me. I did not expect that. Yeah, in general, the two that are speaking to me the most right here are this one from the Juvia's Place and this one from Gloss Gods Cosmetics. But yeah, I love all of these shades, obviously, otherwise I would not have chosen these to swatch out here. And yeah, definitely the one that I enjoyed the least is this blue one out of this one. Yes. So that's it. I talked about every single eyeshadow palette I had in my Project Level Up so far. And yeah, again, my most favorite shades, my least favorite shade out of all of these palettes. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you decide to do that video as well with all of your Project Level Up palettes, let me know. Then I'm gonna definitely going to check that out. And yeah, I really do hope you're doing fine, and I wish you a very nice day. Bye!